welcome back to another episode on Channel 64 SMP. I've dug a hole. This is going to be the storage room. Like I said, we are coming back to the storage. This is definitely bigger than I need, but I built it bigger anyways because it makes it easier to work in. Yeah, so let me clean up and repair my pick because it's almost dead, and then we'll be back with a game plan. So remember when I said I built the hole too big or dug the hole too big? I lied. I lied pretty badly. Okay, so been working, doing the layout and stuff. These two holes will be for the chest, the actual storage part. We're gonna have 15 stacks on each side, so it's 30 total. I made a list of how many stacks I need, and it looks like I need 20 something, 27, 28. Yeah, 27. So we're gonna have 3 left over, which will be nice. It'll be I guess future proof kind of. But yeah, I needed 10 deep for the redstone. We're actually probably gonna have to dig this out too. The design I'm using is just generally for a straight wall, and it was really flat and I didn't like it, so we're gonna have to modify the design to wrap in this L shape, which I don't think is gonna be too hard. We'll probably put the input for it here, so we'll come up to here, we'll be able to drop our stuff off here, and then it'll sort everything this way. Up here, this is where I am not sure what I want to do. I knew I wanted a split level, but what exactly for, I wasn't ever sure. This might be bulk storage up here, and then down here on this wall might be auto furnaces, so an auto smelter and stuff. I think that's gonna work out pretty well. I'm really nervous about doing all this redstone. It's the biggest storage system I've ever done, but it should be amazing once it's complete. But to complete it, we need to go shopping. Okay, I think the shopping trip was successful. We've got a lot of stuff. My main concentration is to get the filter silos sections done, and then we'll probably have to dig out this area and work on kind of like an unloader sorting thing. Because of the way these categorizers work, I don't think we can have non-stackable and 16 stackable at the end, which we really can't do that anyways, because, you know, ta-da, this is the end. But yeah, so we're gonna have to do that up front, and I'm not sure how I'm going to organize all of that stuff. So give me a minute, let me see what I can figure out, and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, the redstone components for the sorting stacks are all in both sides. That took longer than I'm proud to admit. And if you look over here, oh yeah, this took a bit yesterday. This actually took an hour or so to get correct. So the version I'm using is this, but rotated 90 degrees, mirrored, and broken up into multiple pieces, which wasn't originally the design, but now it is. And I had to come up with ways to get everything to match, which was a bit of a pain. I jumped down way too early. Oh, I did not realize I also need to like fix my pick. But everything's done. This is light matica, which is going to help me do... I didn't realize I needed a cake. I have to bake a cake! Yeah, so the light matica is here to help me with some of this redstone, because it's a good bit, and it's a lot easier to use this than it would be to look at... I need to make sure there's no See, there's a hopper that's supposed to be right there, which means I probably need to move that that redstone block. Yeah, so for the main sorting, I just looked at a picture I took of the tutorial world, built all this. This is a bit more complex, so I'm gonna go layer, basically like layer by layer by layer by layer, and then build it that way. A little bit easier. I'm gonna go build a cake, or not build a cake, go bake a cake. I'll be right back. Okay, I made the cakes. Oh, if it sounds like I'm tired, it's because I am. Again, this took longer than expecting. I kind of expected to spend a day, you know, following, I say day, spending an hour and a half following the Lightmatica tutorial to put it all together. It ended up taking me multiple hours to do that, and then multiple hours of testing and figuring out what I missed and what I messed up. Thank you to Loki, who came by and helped test stuff and get everything figured out. I think I called it a night close to midnight last night, but the system works 100% of the time. So yeah, we're gonna be able to throw any item in here, including shulker box with stuff inside here, and it'll sort everything. It'll spit non-stackable items out into here. You see I made a wooden hoe to test it. Very good, and it spits our empty shulker boxes in here. Beautiful. Now we can get on to the fun part of making the room look good. I'm so beat up from this build. Ugh. Okay. We're not going to worry about what item is going where this episode. Not happening. We'll do that on a live stream or something later. I'm going to start playing with how I want the room set up to be. I think I kind of want to do some cool stuff with items free-flowing and moving around visibly, which would be cool. Whether or not that's like a minecart that travels back and forth, or just items sliding on a ice path. I don't know yet, so we'll figure that out. But I want to get this corner looking more presentable. And yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's get this corner. I'm talking with my hand like you can see it. Look at my hand. We're gonna get this corner presentable, and then we'll worry about this corner. I'm not worried about here. This is actually probably the only part of the room that I have mostly designed in my head. So I need to come up with a block palette, because it doesn't look like a big flat wall, but it really is a big flat wall once it's all said and done. Ooh, I just realized it'll be even more of a big flat wall with the logs. Huh. Okay, so I've got some stuff to figure out. This corner first, and then we'll worry about this, and then we'll move on to this. Be right back. Much improvement later. I'm giggling right now because there was supposed to be a nice prank clip in between, and honestly, it just doesn't work in the episode, so I took it out. Thank you again for Loki for getting me the files to do it. I might throw it at the end of the video. Maybe we'll do bonus footage or something. But it just didn't feel right in the episode, and it really didn't. It was an okay. It was a prank on you guys, not a prank on anyone on the server. So it didn't really fit. But look at this room. It's starting to feel more and more complete. I love it. So we talked about a minecart maybe going across, and this is where it's going to go. We're going to have chains holding it up to the ceiling. There, wherever you see these like 3 spruce logs going across. Let's see, we've got our above area figured out. I'm waiting on copper to oxidize. I'm letting it do it naturally. That was stupid. It takes so long. And then I went ahead and worked on this section where we see the black tile. We're gonna put like I call them trophy rooms, but like treasures and stuff. So like the what is it? Unsolicited cameo duds goat horn. We'll go there. We'll throw our pants that Dave gave us. It's stuff like that. That's going to go up into this spot. That's why it's so blank. We haven't figured that out yet. But this section's pretty good. I don't know what to do here. I'm thinking maybe putting back my bouncy trash can, because you need a good trash can in your storage room. Like, that actually does become a problem every once in a while. So that might go here. I'm not sure. But yeah, we've got the minecart rail who's going to run this way. We're going to go up here. This will be our bulk storage area. I need to dig this out and up. And then down below will probably be our auto smelter. So yeah, lots of progress. I'm very, very happy, especially with this area. I don't know what I'm going to do with the floor. The floor might just be really plain. It might just be a continuation of spruce planks into here. So this and this feels like an extension of each other. I mean, I will play with some levels because that's a half slab that needs to be then lower down into a full block, which then needs to lower down again into, I guess, another half. So yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Maybe I do that real quick. Maybe I get the floor in, because then we can get rid of these torches and see what exactly our light issue is going to be. And then I just need to do the bulk storage and the auto furnace at face value. I can get them functioning off camera because they're the same things we've always built. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the floor next, and I'm going to get that and that done face value, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, the storage room is almost done. I've spent hours here. Oh man. Okay, so the floor. This was kind of a happy accident. I did this and it looked a bit like the sun, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a moon. Kind of looks like a banana. We're still gonna leave it because I think it's cool. And it goes with the theme of this was an ancient ruin temple, whatever, before we've come and taken it over. So these guys are gonna stay on the floor. We'll just say we refresh the areas. I've got this cool transfer thing, so it's not just a straight flat line. I like how it's slanted a bit, uneven. Got all this, which I think I showed off last section. We now have this section. So we have our auto smelter here, and I figured out what to put here. Obviously, instead of a trash can, I put the auto smelter stuff. So that stuff will go through. It should auto stop, and if you have stuff in there, it will continue to keep going, which is good. I've got some coal in there now. Basically all the coal I dug out of this room is in that system. Extra shulker boxes that we can pop off the wall if we want. Just little things like that. I found I do that a lot more than I thought I would, or maybe just store stuff until we have time to run the sorting machine. Our bulk storage is up here. So this is going to be sand, cobble, stone, deep slate. Not a lot of bulk storage, but I think it's going to be enough, especially with how big our storage system is. This is here. This is where the minecart's going to go through to unload to the bulk storage system. This, I think, might be more of a temporary solution if we ever wanted to expand the storage room. I'm going to use this as a walkway. So if I free cam it through here, we've got more than enough room. And yeah, I got a lot of caves I got to light up. See, look, right underneath me. I've been hearing that. So that's one of the first things I'm doing is I'm climbing down there and I'm lighting that up. But we've got more enough room to come out this way. We still have to do the redstone for bulk storage. But yeah, come back here. This is one thing I suggest people do that I don't really ever see is your fuel. Throw some double chests back there and do the hopper into those, so that way you have a big array of fuel just sitting there waiting on it. I found that I'll forget and stuff won't smelt. But yeah, we're at the point now where I need to do the ceiling. The ceiling is the last thing to be done in this room. So I'm going to start placing all my scaffolding I own and start on the ceiling. So here we go. Oh man. Could you tell in the last clip that I was recording that at 2 a.m. in the morning? Oh, I was exhausted. I woke up this morning, finished the ceiling. Oh man, this room has been a grind. And the scary thing, it's not even done yet. We still have the bulk storage stuff we have to work on, getting all that set up, getting the minecart to actually run instead of just bounce back and forth. These are little things, not a big deal. We do have to input the filters, like what items are going to go where in here. That's a big deal. That's going to be a decent amount of work. But we'll probably do that on stream and do a moving day stream or something like that. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for this room to be full of functionality. Oh, this has got to be the best storage room I've ever built. You know what? I'm gonna stop moving. We're gonna do this. Just check that out, man. That's a cool room. I'm very, very happy with it. Okay. So, what are we going to do next? So, Jes has invited us over to his new beach bar. He's redone a bit of an island. And we're going to go hang out with him for a minute.
This is the life, Duds.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. That reminds me. That whole snoring thing earlier in the season. I mean, that was like totally my fault. You know, I'm a really light sleeper.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, Duds. Milk, Duds?
Okay guys, truth be told, we came over to hang out with Jes, not only to see his wonderful beach area, but to get closer to there. So that's Terick's base over there, and it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, just stunning. And Terick has pranked me a couple times this season, and I have not pranked him back. Now, my prank I was going to do a couple weeks ago, but someone beat me to it. It's these statues Terick really likes. They got turned into mermaids. Well, we're going to turn them into Duds Maid. I killed myself 11 times to come over here and do one of these. So now our head will be on top of it. Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, tiny head. Yeah, we're gonna do that as a little bit of payback for all the pigs Terick like to stack inside what do you want to call it? I lost my scaffolding. Dang. All the pigs he put inside the shop while we were working. So I'm gonna go ahead and change all these out. We'll be right back. All right, all of the statues have been Dudsified, and I'm gonna place Terick's polished basalt in there, so he doesn't have to go get some more to unprank the prank. Oh, such tiny heads! It's awesome. Let's do this. Oh, it's so dumb. Okay, back to the base. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the storage room as much as I am. There was so much work done, so if you made it all the way through the video, thank you so much. And if you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want more, subscribe. Until next time, I'll see ya. Bye! And I was like inside of you.
What do you mean inside of me?
Well, and then Loki was like, "Okay, pilots, take this seriously. There's a thumbnail in space."
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, but I put tiny heads on Terick statues. Tiny heads.
But Bye.